Welcome to all Neet aspirants. The topic sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The most important part of the plant in reproductive point of view is the flower. It is a modified dwarf shoot with modified leaves. As it is a dwarf shoot because it is going to bear the nodes and internodes. Modified leaves are nothing but what it is, floral leaves. And this flower, we are attracted toward the flower because of what it is, attractive petals. We enjoyed it by gazing at myriad of what it is the flowers, large group of what it is the flowers. And we soon over for what it is, the scents and perfume all aid in what it is, sexual reproduction. Are you not lucky that flowers reproduce sexually? Yes, we are lucky. The flowers reproduce sexually in the formation of the fruits and seed. As it is a product of sexual reproduction, more variation. So adaptability to the wide areas is possible in the sexual reproduction. And there is diversified structures that is in the flower, floral pods, inflorescence. So such amazing diversity all ensure for pollination, fertilization, ultimately leading to the formation of end products, fruits and seeds. As mature Microsporangium develop into what it is the pollen sac, the pollen sac is going to bear the pollen throughout the length of what it is the pollen sac, because the pollen sac is longitudinally placed as packed with what it is the pollen. In case of the Microsporangium, it is almost circular in outline, having 4 wall layers. They are concerned with the protection and dehiscence: epidermis, endothecium, middle layers, tapetum. So centripetal wall layers, epidermis, endothecium, middle layers, and it is tapetum. And the 2 theca which are connected by a connective. This connective provide nourishment to Microsporangium. This connective provide nourishment to Microsporangium. So it is diploid in nature. And this connective connect what it is the 2 theca. That's why it is dithecous anther. And these wall layers, epidermis, it is outermost layer, single layered, compactly present without intercellular spaces. And the large thin walled cells of the epidermis, that is stomium, lies between 2 pollen sacs of what it is 1 theca. The stomium lies between 2 pollen sacs of what it is 1 theca. It is 1 theca. It is 1 theca. So in ideal anther, how many stomia are expected? 1, 2. The 2 stomia are present. So stomia present between 2 pollen sacs of what it is 1 theca. So stomium is the part of what it is epidermis at which anther dehisces. Below epidermis, radially elongated layer of the cells, what do you call it is endothecium. And it is having cellulosic thickenings which is hygroscopic in nature. It absorbs moisture, swells in volume. When loses moisture, it contracts. So endothecium helps in the dehiscence of anther. Dehiscence helped by endothecium. Dehiscence occurs at what it is stomium that lies between 2 pollen sacs of what it is 1 theca. So hygroscopic part of the anther it is endothecium, radially elongated cells with cellulosic thickenings. And below which transversely elongated layers of the cells, what do you call it is middle layers. They are thin walled. They are crushed in mature anther. So transversely elongated layers of the cells, it is middle layers. Below middle layers, large thin walled cells with a dense cytoplasm, nutritive in function, what do you call it is tapetum. And the tapetum it is binucleate. Why it become binucleate? Karyokinesis not followed by it is cytokinesis. binucleate, provide nourishment to variety developing microspores. And this tapetum is only the layer surrounding variety's sporogenous tissue. A diploid mass of tissue concerned with the production of the spores is called sporogenous tissue. Genesis, the production of variety spores, the tissue, compactly arranged tissue, it is sporogenous tissue. So, in this nourishment of microsporangium by connective, nourishment to developing microspores by it is tapetum. So, tapetum and connective which are helpful in nourishment. The layer which helps in the dehiscence, it is endothecium. Dehiscence occurs at stomium. Stomium is the part of variety's epidermis. So, which are persistent in mature anther, it is epidermis and endothecium. Middle layers are crushed. Tapetum content, it is consumed. It also helps in the formation of variety's exine of variety's pollen grain. So, ephemeral layers in case of the Microsporangium, it is middle layers and tapetum. As you use the word nutritive, so I have to extract this information from the various lesson. The nutritive. Tapetum provide nourishment to developing microspore. Connective provide nourishment to Microsporangium. Nucellus provide nourishment to embryo sac. Endosperm provide nourishment to embryo. Placenta provide nourishment to ovule. Cotyledon provide nourishment to seedling, and which are all nourishing, and which are all similar in nourishment but difference in case of the ploidy. If you take endosperm, it is triploid, and rest of all these nourishing tissues which are diploid. Endosperm triploid, which are diploid.